Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show. Just to let everybody know, this is not a live show. You're about to see a pre-recorded show from the past. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show. Just to let everybody know, this is not a live show. You're about to watch a pre-recorded show from our history of 6 years of shows, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because me and the team, we're taking a little time off. That's right. We're going away on a sabbatical, ladies and gentlemen. We shall be traveling and touring and trying different foods and researching magic. Or maybe just kicking it in Central Florida, taking it easy, getting in touch with our inner thoughts, our inner dreams, our outer energy, and our outer love. But that's what we're going to be doing. So you guys keep up with this. For the next 2 months, we're taking off. We're relaxing. The team worked really, really hard. We had a great anniversary show, August 11th. Just an absolutely fantastic time. 6 years strong. We're taking a little bit of a break. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thank you for checking everything out. Be sure to keep in touch and follow the feeds. We may even bebop in there every now and then to say a hi and a quick hello. And we will be back October 18th. It's a Wednesday. That's right. It is a Patreon-only show. That's going to be our first show back for the next season. We're kicking it off, baby. Kicking it off. For as little as $2 a month, you can be a Patreon patron, patreon.com/KitchenKillaz. Spell it all around the room. That's where it is. Keep in touch. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy the show. And I bid you a fond and fantastic farewell. Bye. Hi, my name's Billy Floyd. That is
the Commodore.
That's right, baby. We're the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida, classified as a touring acoustic duo, crashing kitchens around the country. We do it every Friday. We do it. And tonight we have some maniacs in the kitchen tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Call them maniacs?
Oh, yeah, I would. And thank you guys so much for the love and support. Now do me and the Commodore a solid and prepare your minds, bellies, and souls, ladies and gentlemen, for the show is about to begin.
And begin it shall.
It has begun. What's up, Leia? Good to see you. She just runs through the camera real quick. Yeah, don't worry about me, Dad.
What's you guys
up,
are live?
Oh.
Let me get past this real quick.
What's up, everybody? Hello, hello, and welcome to Monday. My name is Billy Floyd. That is
the Commodore.
That's right, baby. We're the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida, classified as a touring acoustic duo. Do it Friday. We do it for free. So thanks, guys, for hanging out with us tonight. What up, Matthew Pfeiffer?
Guys,
we are at the tail end of a healing moment here from MegaCon 2022, which was a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was a lot. We started on Thursday, and we ended yesterday.
Wednesday. We technically started.
Oh, that's right. We got there Wednesday. I forgot about that one.
I was talking to somebody today. You're like,
one.
how was your weekend? I'm like, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
What's
Saturday,
up, Tim James?
Sunday.
Thank you, sir. It was so good seeing you too. You and your lovely lady. Somebody asked me today. Was like, "Hey man, how was your vacation?" I was like, "Me?
Yep.
What vacation are you talking about?"
I don't know what you're talking
I don't know
about.
what you're talking about, dog. But we had a great time, man. MegaCon 2022 was incredible. It was absolutely, it was awesome. So many people, sold out Friday, sold out Saturday, packed on Sunday. It was awesome. We met a lot of new people, made a lot of new fans. We had a fantastic guitar raffle, and Allison Basie, check it out. And we saw some familiar friends as well. We did a lot of singing, a lot of playing, as you could tell. I'm going to heal my voice over the next couple days, so Wednesday is probably going to be a very easygoing Patreon show. All that good stuff. We have lawyer Aaron this Friday. So Aaron Morse, attorney at law.
Are we at her casa?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. And Sam is whipping up.
Yep.
Did you see the yip yips? Dude, two of my favorites. Sam is going to be whipping up a fantastic menu this Friday. He's an incredible cook. We actually had Sam here one night, and he did that pork loin that he made.
Yeah. I didn't forget that one.
Out freaking standing.
I forget a lot of shows. Did not forget that one.
But it's a, geez, Allison, are you trying to will us to do it? When I get there, you will sing it and you will enjoy it. So we had a really good wrap up. Most of last week was all MegaCon. So last Monday we had a really great wrap up. Thank you. Tuesday was a kind of a hectic day because we were trying to get all the last parts and pieces because it was the last night. that we had
I did-
before MegaCon.
I did yoga, and then I came home and we were doing something.
Yeah, just kind of packing, figuring out where we
forget.
were going to be, what we were going to be doing, we were coming up with a design. How were we going to design everything? Where were we going to set it up, the walls and the grid racks and all that good stuff.
Based on an awesome floor plan that we got.
Based on the floor plan, which was really good. So that was Tuesday night. Wednesday, what's up, Tim James? Oh, my lovely lady says hello. We enjoyed listening to your CD in the car traveling to and from MegaCon. Thank you very much, Tim. It was really good seeing you. It was very, very good seeing you. So yeah, we got there Wednesday. We actually have a couple videos from the setup, a couple pictures from the setup.
No shit.
And a couple shots of Jess B pushing Michelle Hess around on one of the dollies. So we got some good stuff, but it was a high energy MegaCon. High energy, man. It's one of those where you need to take a couple days after that and just like decompress because there's just so much.
There are no low energy MegaCons.
No way. Every day was just
dude. When we packed everything up and then we dropped all the stuff off at that Big Red, I was walking to the car with Michelle. And Michelle likes to listen to music in the car. She doesn't like dead air, silence, whatever.
Oh yeah, we got this on our Utah trip. I like silence sometimes. So do you?
Oh yeah.
Michelle's like, I've got to put a CD on.
That's why I like driving at night.
Yeah.
But as we're walking back to the car, I'm like, Michelle, I'm not playing the radio the entire way back,
bro. It's kind of crazy.
We're not saying anything. I mean, you can say something if you want, but we're not listening. And we're like,
no.
I need to clear this.
Yep. Yeah. It was one of those things. There's a song by Bob Seger called "Turn the Page." And one of the lyrics are, later in the evening as I lie awake in bed with the echoes of the amplifiers ringing in my head. And like, when you're at MegaCon, if you just close your eyes and listen, you could just hear the roar of MegaCon. Because there's just thousands of people in this massive convention hall. And it never gets below a certain decimal. So it's just consistent.
Oh, yeah.
So after you leave there, even in silence, you still hear like the shh. Just because your body's so used to hearing that, like, so when you get in silence, it's really weird. It's like, man, it's so quiet.
It's still loud though.
It's still loud because your mind like hears
like this
the
muffled,
noise.
like...
Yeah, it's like you're listening to the seashells. You got two seashells up against your head, and you're listening to the ocean.
It's like being on a boat for 3 days and then getting off.
Yeah.
You're still on the boat, dude.
You're still on the boat, man. Yeah, so it was it was really interesting, but we had a really great time. A lot of great people. MegaCon was a lot of fun. There was a lot
of old friends
going on. Yeah,
a lot of people from the beginning, before the beginning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
100%. There's some really good people, and we just had a really good time. It was a lot of fun, and we saw a lot of familiar people that we haven't seen in quite some time because COVID's kind of stopped everything. Mm-hmm. People were a little nervous to go back so quickly in 2021. They were just a little nervous to do it. So this past weekend was insane, just absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Well, the last time we were at MegaCon was 2019. Obviously, there wasn't a 2020.
Yeah.
And then 2021 was kind of weird. It was
kind of weird.
Month. It was at a different time.
Yeah, it happened in August because it got pushed back.
People were like, all right.
Yeah,
but
it was still pretty busy, but nothing like this weekend.
What I heard from a lot of people, is like, man, I haven't been in a couple years.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go. Yeah. There's going to be there were so many people.
There were so many people. It was a lot. What's up, Laney Lerner? Great to see you.
Awesome.
Silence is wonderful. That's right. We were busy with Austin graduation. What's up, Marion Kirk? Congratulations,
Hello.
Austin. What's up, Marion Kirk? Good to see you. But we do have some shots from our MegaCon setup and throughout the weekend. We got a couple. We were very busy. We didn't get to take a lot of photos. The great Commodore and I were rocking like Document. We played a lot of music. The guitar raffle was out of this world. It blew my mind how many tickets we sold for that guitar raffle. Like, we filled, Tipsy was almost completely submerged in raffle tickets.
Yeah.
That roll went from something like this to something like this.
There's only a few left.
Yeah, like it was
crazy.
awesome. It was awesome. Well, let's jump into this real quick and see what we got. Here's the great Commodore.
Is it my booty shake?
That's it.
Yeah.
This is us putting up the walls. So we had our kitchen that we put up. We put up a bunch of this. Here's Michelle and Jess, just having a great time, zipping around. There it is, little boomerangs.
The empty con floor.
Just the empty con floor, which is really great.
This is me sticking my butt out.
Boom.
Look at
Booty.
my butt.
Booty.
Look at my butt.
Oh my God, get
Look
out
at my
here.
butt. Oh, Billy with a drill.
Yeah, give me a power tool. Look at Mike. He knows to stand back. He's like, I'm gonna stay back here.
This was not Billy posing for a picture. That's his face the entire time he's holding the drill.
Yeah, that's legitimate.
When he's not using the drill,
very
he's
happy
going,
person.
and he doesn't even realize
You
it.
gotta
It's
do
so
it.
funny. It's so funny.
You got to do it, man. It was so much fun. So here's another one. That's the roar of MegaCon.
He's not even proud of it at this point. Yeah, I still had coffee.
I don't even see
caramel on my earbuds.
That's not a euphemism.
That was before general admission. I think that was like
that was VIP.
I don't even see any people there.
Yeah.
That's the general, like what you guys just heard is just the basic roar of MegaCon. That's just the basic sound, even before there were people there. So when we talk about just that natural hum of what was going on, like that's before everybody got there. Here's our guitar raffle. We raffled off a Yamaha TS310.
Don't touch my coffee. I think we went through all of our business cards.
Earbuds.
I think we went through all of our business cards.
Yeah, every one of them. I ordered another.
I noticed
250
what
or
was it?
500.
It was either Saturday or Sunday. I saw an email come through like, "Yep, Billy ordered some more cards."
Yeah, Michelle was like, "We got to order more business cards." I was like, "Vistaprint, boop boop, reorder, 500, done."
Done.
I was like, "All right, cool," because I'll forget.
Billy don't mess around.
No, man, that's Billy doesn't mess around face with a sandwich I probably didn't eat for 14 hours, but it was very good. Oh, this is backstage. That's right, that was backstage. So yeah, man, this was our setup. We had the Bose Tower in the back corner. The great Commodore and I set up with the listening station, but we used that Bose a lot. Like, we used that Bose a lot. Dude, the heckling was so much fun, like just talking to people in the halls as they were walking past, like just getting people.
I enjoyed that.
We had a blast, man. We had a blast.
I noticed really quick when we were playing our album, all like looping our album on the
Lisa
Bose
Wine.
the entire
You
time.
sure it was Caramel? All right, Lisa.
And
what else could it have been?
All right, you first.
Sorry. Looping the Bose.
We were looping our album on the Bose, and I noticed very quickly, like if I was playing along with the song, with the music, people would connect to the music. They're like, "Oh, he's playing," and then they would come over. So like pretty much the entire, I'd say 80% of the time that I'm sitting there, I'm just playing along with the song that's playing, and I can't believe I still have fingers.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
There was I experienced the same thing. I would be not really singing, but singing along to the Bose, and people were like,
"Dude, you did it! You did it one time when Through the Fear was playing.
Yeah.
You like just one phrase in the middle of the song. I heard it, and you matched it exact, and it sounded really, really freaking cool. Did you know, like sometimes in the studio they double your voice, like it gave that effect, and I was like, "Whoa, that was
awesome,
freaking cool."
That was awesome. It was not earwax, Lisa Wine. So this is what happened. We had a bunch of candy from the UK.
The earwax is in that little part. See, I have some right now.
Yeah. We got a lot of candy from Christian Basil on Wednesday night when we went to load out, it was
from
the big thing
from
with
Canada.
It was like the Cadbury chocolate squares, but inside were caramel. Yeah, caramel. And so, like, I had my earbuds, and I did not want to get caramel on the earbuds, so I like picked them up, and they slipped out of my hand and fell directly into caramel, which was exactly what I was trying to avoid.
Damn!
I was like, I got caramel on my earbuds. There they are. But yeah, Lisa Wine, no, it wasn't earwax, it was caramel. I see what you were going for there. But yeah, man, we burned through all of our business cards, even our older ones. Caramel's delicious. We burned through most of our older ones and all of our new ones. So we ordered some new ones. We gave a lot of stuff away. We did go through a bunch of merchandise, but man, the raffle was absolutely packed, man. I think this was like Saturday morning or something like that, and I want to say we had another. That was probably only a third of the tickets that we actually had in there by the time that
look at the roll
that we did the raffle.
The roll was right
there.
there.
Yeah, there's the. Oh man, yeah. It's way smaller than that.
Yeah,
way smaller than that. So again, here's our setup here. Just kind of checking everything out. The way that we had the banner, we had the kitchen set up, and then we had our listening station.
Look at me.
I wonder what you're looking
What
at.
the hell's wrong with me?
I don't know. You're still looking. Here's Haley. Aww.
The cutie patootie of the entire weekend.
So Haley,
love her.
Haley found us last year at MegaCon, and every single day she came to the table to listen to music. And she was just so cute. She would put on the headphones. Even if we weren't playing anything, she would just put the headphones on and she would just like bebop around. And then her parents came to see us on Thursday, and they were like, "Hey, Haley's got school today and tomorrow, but she'll be here Saturday and Sunday." And sure enough, Saturday she came running up like her hair was on fire, like just running right up to the table. Her parents are so cool, man.
Yeah,
so cool. Haley is so cute. She just absolutely loves it, and she's so like she has such a commanding energy, and she's like 5.
she's bossy.
Very bossy. She gets that from somebody.
A commanding energy.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very
You
nice.
know, trying to be polite about it. Very bossy. We had a bunch of I Heart Billy Floyd t-shirts from 2014, and I was like, okay, we're gonna give all these away. We're just gonna give them all away. All they're doing is
everybody.
So everybody that came to the table and bought something, we gave them free stuff. I was like, cool, free shirt. This guy was super cool. This is him and his son. And they have such a good story. We found his website. He came, purchased an album. He's a local music producer, and he writes songs about faith, Christian-based songs about faith, which was awesome to meet him. They were both named exactly the same thing. It was I'll get it in a second. It was a very interesting name. His website was very, very interesting. Marculus. Yeah.
And his name was same thing.
Yep. His name was his name was same thing. That's right. It was, that's right. See, a same thing. You were like, that's an interesting name. What's your name?
He didn't, like, it went right over his head.
I think it was Alex or something like that. And it was, he didn't get it. Even when he walked away and we both said, bye, same thing. Like, he took a couple steps and he was like, there we go. But this guy was super cool, man. And so you could see all these people flooding in toward from the back, and that was the North Concourse. There was the South Concourse. They were coming in from everywhere. That was absolutely incredible. Like, here's the great John Haverson, and what is this, Captain Chaos? Professor Chaos. This is Patricio with his one-night cosplay build yet again. So if you guys don't know who Professor Chaos is, in South Park, Butters becomes Professor Chaos. And Patricio loves South Park, huge South Park fan. So he put this together in one night for $30. He went to like the thrift store, bought everything, came back, wrapped everything in aluminum foil, walked out and displayed it for us, made it in an hour. This is fantastic, and he crushed it. So funny. That's his brother Mike guarding the table with his arms crossed. You know, he's like, yes, come here. There we go. Here's Christina Johnson. We're going to be playing her wedding in October. Her and Holden came by to see us. Here's Haley on this is Sunday, I think. Or did she have a wardrobe change? Because you remember she was dressed as Spider-Gwen?
Sunday.
I think this is Sunday.
Christina only came by on Sunday.
Yeah. There's our backstage. You see Thor back there. Our good friend Thomas Carter Rochester.
There he is.
There's the tickety team.
That was at the end. We're all deliriously tired.
Oh my God.
Slightly.
You got to give a huge shout out to Mike Conway. He was the one who towed our trailer on Wednesday night. Came back first thing in the morning Sunday after having a pretty long Saturday because he debuted his Guts cosplay, which is full body armor.
Yeah.
Came back on Sunday, met up with us early, got the trailer over there. What a good dude, man. Like, it would have been tough to make this whole thing happen without Mike Conway. Just a great guy. Mm-hmm. Great guy. This was Dusty.
Dusty.
He was our winner of the guitar raffle.
All right.
Which was really cool. So we did the raffle over Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you didn't have to be present to win. You could get a ticket for $1, or you can do a wingspan for $20.
I think Dusty did a wingspan.
He did. I asked him.
Yeah.
I always ask because I want to see if that's one guy who bought one ticket. Because I've had that before, where people buy like 20 tickets and they don't win. A guy who bought one ticket won.
It only takes one ticket to win.
That's it, man. So that was Dusty. So we pulled his ticket. He came back and I told him, hey man, we'll ship it to you. We can meet up. He goes, no man, you're gonna be there in an hour? Yeah. I'll head that way right now. I'm about an hour away. I'll drive and pick it up. I don't want you guys to have to do anything. So he drove all the way back to the convention and came and met us to pick that guitar up. Our good friends Tiffany and Leo. I've known Tiffany and Leo for a very long time. Tiffany was this is so funny. So in 2013, I played SuperCon. I had just started to play Smile My Love. So first time I ever meet her, she comes by with her cousin Laura. They come to the table. Tiffany puts on the headphones, and I play Smile My Love. And I hear her about halfway through the first verse go, and like, I can't look up now because I'll cry. So like, as soon as the song's over, I look up, and she's just bawling. So when I saw her this time, very first words out of Leo's mouth, he goes, you're going to make my girlfriend cry again? Is that cool? Can we do that? And I was like, well, I got two choices. I was like, we got Traces and Swing Set Made for Me. What would you like to hear? She goes, Swing Set Made for Me. That sounds like a cute song. You got it. No problem. So, and Leo actually took a picture of Tiffany. She was absolutely crying at the end of the song. Just her whole face was just soaking wet. She was like, I thought it was going to be a happy song. Oh my God. And Leo is just loving it every second of it. He's like, this is so awesome.
Was this on Thursday?
This might have been Friday or Saturday. I think it was before you had gotten it. It might have been Thursday. Yeah, because you weren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say this was one of the first days because look how empty it is in the back. There weren't a lot of people there on Thursday. Thursday, we opened pretty late. I think they opened the general admission was at 4 o'clock. They closed at 9. So this was a bit of a longer one.
Yeah, I didn't get there till like 6:15, 6:30.
Yeah, so that was a McSkizzy.
Skizzy.
My man James had like 13 different Spider-Man cosplays.
Yeah.
He came to the table every day.
And he was sweating his ass off.
Sweating his ass off, bro. My God, you see yesterday when we took the face shield off, like his hair, his face, just totally covered, man.
Gross.
I'm like, bro, you need to put some fans in there, bro. You gotta get something up in there. This awesome lady had walked by, and I saw all of these glowing rods, and I was like, what is that? So I was talking through the bows, which was super cool, and one of her friends goes, I said, are those lightsabers? What is going on here? She was like, it's an umbrella. It opens up. I was like, it does not.
Do it.
Sure enough, she opened this entire thing up, and it was like one of the patio umbrella stands because you can tilt it at the top.
I only noticed that when she started tilting it.
Yeah.
And she couldn't get it back straight.
I was like, oh, I think what's going on here. But that was really cool. We saw some great cosplays. Oh, here's Michael and Ivy. Fantastic. We love them. They have been friends of ours and supporters of ours for years. I've known Ivy for...
They're the nicest freaking people.
They're so sweet, man.
I love them.
Yeah,
I saw him at an Arby's one day.
I remember you telling me that. I've known Michael and Ivy since probably 2014, so going on 8 years.
Yeah.
You know, we've been friends. She's a fantastic cosplayer. You guys can find her under Ivy Cosplay, and he is an incredible photographer. He's Michael Cologne, or MC Illusions. In that his name's Michael Cologne, but you can find him under MC Illusions. Absolutely incredible, fantastic photographer and incredible cosplayer. She's such a sweet woman. She's she works with Adam and Eve. She works with a lot of like lingerie, a lot of bathing suit, a lot of jewelry, a lot of like glamour dresses and stuff like that. And she's so down to earth, so awesome.
Oh, so down to earth.
Yeah, really cool.
She was trying to get me to cosplay. She's like, when are you gonna cosplay?
I'm just saying.
I look at Michael. He's like, I had to do it. She made me. I'm like, well, I'm not married to her.
Yeah, exactly. This was so we did do some sorting hat ceremonies this weekend. We had one on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Friday, Lauren Ettinger, Were Women Cosplay, was our McGonagall. Very sweet. She was a lot of fun to work with. She was a little nervous. I don't think she does a lot of performing in front of like 300 children. She's got a couple of her own, but it's different.
It's different when there's 300.
We had a really good time. On Saturday, we didn't have a Professor McGonagall, so it was myself, Morty Monster, and the Hat, which was really cool. That was Johnny Granger as the Hat. On Sunday, we had Rolando. He was Dragonagall. So
he is such an animated character.
Oh man, he was awesome on stage, bro. He was absolutely fantastic.
I can imagine.
Like as we were just pre-show before all the kids came up, we were walking around the little area, and he was in perfect voice, perfect personality,
the entire time,
talking to all the kids.
I see that.
You know, it was so good, man. He was so much fun to work with, and he actually works at Galaxy's Edge in Disney. So he's worked with Disney for, I would say, well over a decade. And he's a professional performer, cosplayer, and character actor. So the fact that we had him was just incredible. Like, It was so nice to work with somebody of such a high caliber. It was awesome to work with him, which was really, really great. This is Jasmine. She rolled right up to the table with her beer. I just got off. I grabbed my beer. I wanted to come see what this was all about.
And we had just passed her.
Yeah.
When she just went to get a beer. And I realized I didn't have my ID, so I just let her go in the line by myself.
Nice.
By herself. I didn't want to risk anything. I'm like, you guys can't have anything now. Damn. But she was at the foot of the line. I think she's the one. Is she the one that checked your ID? Yeah. But we saw her there, and then a couple minutes later, she shows up at the booth.
Man, she lives in Mississippi, and she came up when we were doing the guitar raffle. And she's like, man, I didn't know that. Like, I have this guitar, I have a slide, I have a case, I have all these picks. I'm like, I just don't play anymore. You know, like, I'd like it to go to a good home. And I'm thinking, dude, we would love it. You know, that would be so awesome, man. Like, maybe we can take that collection and I'll raffle it off next year, because we always try to get people to play music, encourage people to play music. And if we can put a guitar in somebody's hands for $1, like Dusty got the guitar and the guitar case for $20. You know, that was a nice guitar. Jasmine was so sweet. She had one of the most like colorful personalities of the entire convention.
Oh yeah.
Like, she was so awesome. Like, her positivity, she was just boisterous. She was out there with her personality. She said she was drinking and driving. She was like, I just hope I don't get caught, but I'm pretty fast. It's so funny. This was our team. Sorry, Amelia. Thomas is giving you a peace sign kind of right over your eyes. But this was our team minus Johnny Granger. I want to see if we could Photoshop Johnny Granger in here. But we had John Burke and Amelia, who's a Harley Quinn cosplay. We had Thomas Carter Rochester, who does Toilet Paper Jesus. We play him on the show sometimes. Toilet Paper Jesus. We had the great Michelle Hess, Michael Conway, rocking a shirt 3 sizes too big because he's been working out and he's lost a lot of weight. Now he's got to get a brand new wardrobe. And then the great Commodore and myself taking one of our fantastic selfies. This was just after we transferred all the equipment that needed to go to Big Red, which is right behind there. And everybody was getting ready to disband. I was like, yo, let's grab a selfie, man. Let's see what's going on.
I was already halfway to the car.
Yeah.
Like, everything's in by.
So it was, we had a really good weekend. A huge shout out to Hanging with Webb, Garrett, Sage, Dina, Cosplay Michael, Steven. They opened up their 20 by 20 space on the MegaCon floor for us. They provided us passes for our entire team, and they gave us full reign and control and creative control of the entire space. And it was a lot of trust that they put in us, because MegaCon is now in the top 5 largest conventions in the nation, and they're in the top 10 in the world. So we had the main community space, one of the largest spaces on the MegaCon floor that anybody had, and Hanging With put that responsibility in our team's hands. And I got to say, you're always going to run into crazy stuff at conventions. Nothing's going to go perfectly. It's just about enduring, persevering, making it through, making those decisions, and kind of like just rolling with the punches.
Understanding that these things happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like, if you go into it thinking, all right, here's the plan, everything's going to go perfectly, just like that.
Yeah,
if you go in there thinking that, you're going to be hit with catastrophe.
Yeah, you're setting yourself up for disappointment
but
and a lot of
if
frustration.
you're flexible, you understand stuff happens, things change, people are human.
Yeah.
Like, just roll with it, man.
Yeah, it was really
at the very
really
end.
good.
At the very end, I was like, yo, I was talking to one individual. I was like, yo, you need to smile. She's like, that's not important right now. I'm like, I disagree. It's extremely. We're at the end. Everyone's tired. Everyone's hungry. We're about to load all this crap into the trailer. I'm like, you need to smile right now. And you need to keep that on until we're out of here.
Yep. 100%.
And they didn't have a response to that.
Yeah. They know you're right.
Like,
they know you're right.
We're almost
there,
another
man.
hour or two. Come on.
Yeah, we're almost there. And it's tough because, like, when we start on a Wednesday and we load in, that's kind of mentally when the con starts. It starts at the loadout, starts at that load in, which is Wednesday evening. So Wednesday evening to Sunday night, I mean, it's nonstop. Like, your mind is just processing so much information. We have so much to do. What's our timeline? What do we need to do? When are we going to play? What are we going to do? Like, when you said play at 5 after every hour, that was so brilliant. That was perfect. I love that. And just 2 songs. And we had a couple crowds.
Yeah.
People were coming up, man. It was awesome. This is my friend EJ. EJ and I met a decade ago. So this is Ness, N-E-H-S. And he kind of popped on TikTok because he does personalized PS5 cases. So he'll take your PS5 and he'll do whatever kind of artwork you want on either side. And PS5s are really hot. But I saw EJ. I saw his truck when they were loading in. He used to be a teacher. He retired 10 years ago and pursues art full time, 100%. Wow. He's got 2 studios in Ocala, and he does all of these conventions. Just absolutely crushes it. So I was so happy to see EJ. It was crazy how fast time flies. So Michelle and I were walking around just before the floors opened on Thursday, and I found EJ. And I was like, my man. And he looks up and says hi, and he's like, and then he gets up, comes around the table, gives me a huge hug, and then proceeds to tell Michelle, he was like, this guy right here. He was like, this guy is the one who always has me thinking outside the box. He's like, every time I'm like, okay, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do? He's like, all right, cool. What would Billy do in this case? He's like, and you always think outside the box, which makes me always think outside the box. Yeah. And he's really changed the game, man. This dude pursues his passion 100%. What a blessing. So we took a photo at his booth, and he's like, dude, let's go over to your booth, man. Take another photo. I was like, okay. He's like, okay. I'd love to see your setup. He walks over. He's like, "What is going on here?" So I'm like walking through all these things. Like, this is amazing, dude. Like, you have a kitchen. I was like, yeah, man.
We do.
We're the KitchenKillaz. That's what we do.
Yeah.
But it was a
Seems fitting.
what a good guy, a huge heart, and this guy will literally give you the shirt off his back if you needed it, and he would be cold, and he would be so happy that you're warm. Like, he's just got that much of a loving personality. We saw some really great people. I saw my friend Matthew Sutton as well. He did the artwork for The Arsonist, which is really great. I love Matthew. He too used to have a full-time job, and he quit, and he pursues art full-time, and he does cover art for Marvel. So now he does comic book art for Marvel, one-offs and cover art and all these little 3x5 cards and everything. So he's a full-time artist as well.
Wow.
So good to see him. And yeah, just some really great people, man. But we had such a good team.
I got to see one of my favorite artists.
Oh yeah, you picked up a piece.
I did.
Nice.
I did.
Who was that?
Back in 2019, 2019 was that was a good MegaCon. I had a good time that year. I had been to many cons before that and in between, just as KitchenKillaz since we've been doing the con thing, right? And I usually walk around at least once, and I look around at everything, and I never really find anything like that I'm usually like passionate about, or like I'm not huge into like movies or like the Marvel stuff, and like I don't know, it's not my thing. So I walk around, and I usually look for a T-shirt that I think that would be super cool, or like a painting or something that just catches my eye, right?
Yeah.
MegaCon 2019, I finally found something. I was like, that's pretty freaking cool. And it was this artist. It's actually two artists. They call themselves Rory and Polly. And it's a guy and a girl, and they both paint these paintings. And I really fell in love with their style of art. It's very similar to Brian Demeter's, as a matter of fact. It's a lot less curves and a lot more like boxy style.
Sure.
But still with the thick black lines and like the actually I might actually go get that painting because I want to show everybody.
I think you should, man.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah, no, definitely. You talked about it for quite some time.
So yeah, I saw their booth in 2019. I started following them on Instagram in 2019 after I saw that. Like at while I was at Macon, I'm like, I want to follow these motherfuckers. But I never bought anything because like their art's cool, but nothing. There wasn't anything where like I gotta have that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know if you guys are like that with art. Like, but you see one thing and you're like, I need that. That needs to be mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
And when you get that, like, I wait until I get that.
Yeah.
Took 2 years, 3 years.
And you had told me a while ago, like, oh, they have it on the website. I'm like, all right. You're like,
yeah.
I'm waiting.
Yeah. So I'm scrolling through their Instagram. This was a couple months ago, I think, and I found a painting of a cheetah. I love cheetahs. They're awesome. They're just awesome. And I found a picture of a cheetah. I was like, man, that's really freaking cool. I liked it. I posted it to my stories. I'm like, I wonder if I can buy that. So I found that they sell it on Etsy. I went on Etsy. It was $75 plus shipping and handling. I'm like, I put it in my cart.
Yes.
And I just left it there. I kept looking at it just to see how many were left. Is it still available? Okay. And I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything. I was like, kind of forgot about it. At MegaCon on the first day this year, I'm like, holy crap, I need to see if Rory and Polly are here.
Yeah, I remember you coming up to the table, you're like, dude.
So I went on Instagram, and sure enough, the last post that they had posted was a picture of them at MegaCon Orlando. Come see us at MegaCon Orlando. I'm like, no sugar stuff. So they're here. So a couple hours later, I went to their booth. Sure enough, Mama Cheetah is hanging up outside.
Nice.
I'm like, well, I kind of have to get it now.
The artists are right here.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to. So I didn't get it.
Thursday.
Was it Thursday then? It was Thursday.
Yeah.
So Friday, I went back and I got it. There was every time I went over, there was a ton of people just staring at their stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, he was in Orlando and she was in Canada, I think, at a different, like in Ontario.
Oh, nice.
Like some other thing that was going on there.
Nice. That's awesome.
So I got to meet him,
Rory,
and he checked me out and he took it out of the plastic and signed the bottom corner.
Nice.
While I was standing there, I was like, "Oh, that's really cool."
That's
man.
awesome.
And then I saw a design of another cheetah, same cheetah, but just in a different position. That they haven't even painted yet, but they're getting ready to paint.
Nice.
I'll probably have that one too.
Do a little series.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. You want to grab it?
Plus they had
cool.
the little baby cheetahs too. They're super cute.
Little baby cheese.
Look up Rory. I need to type that in.
Rory and Polly.
Rory and Polly.
Polly and Rory.
I'm gonna go get that painting. I'll be right back.
Yeah, man, it's super cool. There were so many creators there this weekend at MegaCon, and there's so much to see. So you can spend all day walking around, and there's so many people there that any day you go there, you're going to see new artwork, you're going to see new commissions, you're going to see new vendors, you're going to see new cosplayers, you're going to see brand new people. So every day it's kind of a new convention because it's just so huge. There's so much to do. Our good friends Bruce and Mary Colomb were there with Colomb Enterprises. They had one of the DeLoreans out. So it's always good seeing Mary. She considers us her, what does she call us? Her sons, her unofficial sons. What is she loves us. She comes up.
My heart,
yeah,
but
of
not
my
of
heart,
my body.
but not my body. Yep.
Something like that.
Mary and Bruce Colomb. So just absolutely incredible. It was like a huge family reunion to see everybody, which was really good. Water Boys of CFL, patio furniture, or should I say patio furniture? That's right. Water Boys of CFL. That might be McSkizzy right there. I have no idea. I think he says he follows us on Twitch and he knows the great patio. We'll find out, man. So it was a what's up, Water Boys of CFL? Good to see you.
Great.
Thanks for joining us. Marianne Kurt, caramel macchiato, caramel. Cheetahs do run fast. So yeah, man, we did not sell out of our CDs, but we did sell a lot of CDs. Tim James, we did our raffle at the end of the show Sunday at 4:30. We had an awesome crowd, and we wanted to make sure that nobody left empty-handed, even if they didn't win. Rory, there it is. Rory and Polly, Pohly. So check out Rory and Polly on Instagram and throw them a follow. Check out
And
their
this
artwork.
is their painting.
Yes. Das Cheetah. That's awesome. It kind of looks like Leia. Like the
how she's positioned.
yeah, how she's positioned. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Nice, dude. Good. I'm glad you got that, man. You've been talking about that one for quite some time. But yeah, there's so much to do at MegaCon. You guys got to check it out. Check out MegaCon. There's so much to do. You don't have to go all 4 days. You know, I would actually suggest going either Friday or Sunday because Saturday is absolutely insane.
It's crazy.
Absolutely insane. And if you go Saturday, get there first thing in the morning. They open the doors at 9:30 for VIP and premium.
Early.
Dude, get there at like 7:30. Like, I'm not even joking with you. I know it's 2 hours before they open, but you're going to spend 2 hours waiting in the front of the parking lot to get into the building, or you're going to spend 2 hours waiting to get into the parking lot and then another 2 hours waiting to get into the building. Then when you get into the building, there's 85,000 people in there, so you're going to wait 2 hours to do pretty much anything you want to do.
How long at the height of the con, Saturday,
Yeah.
midday? How long do you think it would take to walk, not see every booth, but to walk from north side to the south side, just one straight line?
We did it. We had to do it for the sorting hat ceremony.
How long did it take?
It was 3:30. It was 3:30 on Saturday, I think, is when our sorting hat ceremony was. And I would say all the way from our booth, which was right by the North Concourse. We might have been 50 feet away from like the North Concourse entrance doors, maybe 100 feet away.
100 feet, yeah.
So say we were 100 feet away, and we had to go to the opposite corner. And getting through the people now, I walk quick. And like
Other people don't.
No, other people don't.
They're looking at stuff.
But even me walking fast, like walking quick, no less than 10 minutes just to get to the other corner. And I'm walking fast. Like we were cutting through these people. Like we were zipping through, finding places through tables, through people, through everything.
So much fun to do that.
But if you walked with the crowd and you tried to get there, like just walking with the crowd, 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Easy.
So it was. So we did it each day. We had a sorting hat ceremony Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we got a little bit better every time we made it all the way to the South Concourse. It's like, cool. We're gonna go behind this pipe and drape. We're gonna go in between these tables. We're gonna go behind this booth. We're gonna go behind this booth, in front of this booth. So we kind of figured out where the flow of traffic was, and we kind of figured out how to get through. But still, even with all that, 10 minutes. 10 minutes of just walking in the same room. We were in the same building. In the same room, just from one concourse all the way to the opposite concourse, north to south, then
That's
up
crazy.
the escalator. As soon as you got out the doors, and you went to go up the escalator, there were three escalators coming down, 2 going up and 2 flights of stairs. There was not an inch of open space. There was just hundreds, thousands of people. Like, if you really think what 10 people look like, they don't take up that much space. So you can look at like a block and you're like, there's 100 people right there. And that's just one escalator, and that's just a third of the escalator. So you got 200 people on one escalator. You got 5 escalators and 2 flights of stairs, just absolutely packed. As soon as you get to the second story, absolutely packed. As far as the eye can see, just thousands of people. And they weren't even on the vendor floor. And there was still a second story that you can go up to the 200s or the 300s. You can go to the third story. And there were more cosplayers up there, more people up there doing photo shoots.
Dang.
It was nuts, man. Thousands
I didn't even go in that area the entire time.
It was crazy, and it's one of those things where it can be really overwhelming, and there's so much to see, and even if you don't think about it, your brain still processes everything you see, to make sure you don't run into something. You see this, like your brain processes every single thing you see, and there's so much to see.
I remember sitting at the table, and, I'd say about maybe half the time, maybe less than half the time, we're not talking to anybody. Yeah, we're not engaging with anyone. We're just kind of hanging out and just watching everyone walk by. And you very rarely saw the same person twice, but like just there's just tons of people just walking by. Cosplay, like just so much to look at. Yeah, like
and a constant stream of
massive
people.
Overload. Yeah, just like
there's so many people. There's so many people.
So many hotties with bodies.
Lots of hotties with bodies and cuties with booties. All that stuff.
Yeah.
But it was, man, it was a lot of energy. It was a lot of people. And I was telling Jess as we were walking, because it could be really overwhelming. She was like, man, how do you do this? And I said, honestly, I just horse blinder. I don't focus on anything except the 5 feet of where I'm headed. Because if you do, it's just such an overwhelming amount of information and energy and people and colors and noises. Like, it can be really, really, really overstimulating.
It's everywhere.
So I'm like, dude, I literally just focus on where I'm headed, and I get there, and I just focus on this little tiny spot, and I just go and go and go. Cool, cut through, and then boom, you're out. You're like, whew, wow, okay, good. Coming back, it would take us even more time to get back. It was nuts, dude.
Moral of the story, if you smoke weed, definitely smoke right before you go inside.
Yep. Michelle said she took a couple times during the show. It was just so overwhelming. She would just walk out. She would take a couple minutes. She'd walk outside. She'd find a quiet place, and she would just lay down in the grass.
I didn't know that.
Just to get away from everything.
I didn't know that.
Like, I think it was Saturday. As soon as we walked outside and we were done and we walked into the loading dock, I was like, man, I haven't been outside all day long. Like, we walked in there at 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning, and we didn't walk out until 7:30 at night.
Same.
And I was like, wow, I haven't even been outside.
I just remembered this. MegaCon 2019, there were times where I would leave the table, leave the booth, and then go up to like the second or third floor, probably the third floor because it was less crowded. I would just go up there where there was not a lot of people, just off in the corner somewhere, lean up against a wall, and take a nap for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then come back down.
Oh, yeah. And you would see, what's up, Michelle? Hey, Michelle, if you have any pictures from Friday night show, we created a folder in the G Drive. If you have a moment, go to content folder, Friday nights 2022. You'll see Allison Anderson in there, and drop those photos in there because we're getting ready to talk about it. Good to see you, Michelle Hess. We hope your new job is going well. But yeah, and we were like, because Jess has been to a lot of conventions before. She's done a lot of car conventions. And those are like old guys with cars. Which is still energy, still talking, engaging. MegaCon's a whole different ball game.
It's just different.
It's just totally different. So what's up, Shelly? Good to see you, love.
Shelly!
So with this one, I need access to the G Drive still, silly. Well, send them to me through Facebook. I'll take care of it. Whack whack-a-doodle. So when we...
Whack-a-doodle.
Yeah, give it the old wackadoo. So I had said to Jess as we were walking through, I said, wait till Saturday. As we walk to the sorting hat ceremony, you'll see people, cosplayers, just people off to the side, sleeping on the floor with their phone plugged into the wall, just taking a nap right there, just sitting up against the wall. Right, just taking a break. Because they'll sleep like that. They'll take a nap for 10, 15 minutes, charge their phone, get up, boop, back at it again, back at it again, back at it again. There's just so much to do. But dude, fantastic, lots of energy, and absolutely exhausting. Every time we do something like this, I always feel accomplished because we did so much. Like it's like oof, and exhausted.
Yeah,
exhausted. We played a lot of music.
And then I got up at 4:00 this morning to go to work.
Maniac.
Worked 9.5 hours today.
Yeah, we were hanging out last night. It was like 9:30, and Jess was like, "I'm gonna go to sleep." So I stayed up with Michelle for like another maybe hour and just chatted for a little bit.
Yeah,
I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, I should probably make a good adult decision here. I should probably go to bed." So I woke up this morning and I just didn't even want to move. I was just laying in bed. I'm like, it was perfect. Like the fan was on, everything was perfect. The environment was nice. It was comfy. It was cool. I was like, dude, I was just in that perfect place for your body where like your muscles don't hurt, nothing's bad, like everything is okay. Like I was like, yeah, I don't even want to move right now.
Dude, I woke up this morning and I usually do like a little like feet over to one side, twist the back real good before I get out of bed.
Get nice and stretched.
Man, this morning it was solid. Dude, as soon as I put my knees over to the side and I breathed out, as soon as I took my breath out, like, oh, it's gonna be a good day. It was awesome.
Man. Yeah, that was it was a lot of fun, man. We had a great time.
So in the midst
of
that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday con, we took a little break.
Yep.
To travel over to Allison Anderson's house.
Yes. We most certainly did this. It was wonderful.
Let's
see. Michelle Hess. Let's see if we can find a little Mushu. There she is right there. Michelle, I am creating you. We're going to set you as an editor. So you should receive an invitation right now for G Drive.
You unclicked notify.
So let us know.
What did that?
That notifies everybody. Like it'll send an email to everybody that's in the in the group.
Yeah, I don't care. That's fine.
So yeah, Michelle, if you should have gotten a pop down notification, but go to your email and you should see where it says you've been added by Billy, but you have to approve it. But yeah, we had a good weekend, and that was kind of crazy because we had Wednesday night load in, came back up early. You went to work on Thursday. I went to the con on Thursday. Long day on Thursday. We got there I'd say we got there about 10 o'clock. They opened the doors at 4 and they didn't close till 9. So 9 p.m. we finally leave. 9:15 to 30. Almost 10 o'clock we're back. We're up first thing in the morning Friday. Friday we left the con at 7. Got back here at like 7:45. Packed up. Left. Actually no, we got back here at almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it wasn't 7:45.
We got in here. Let the dogs out. It was raining. Let the dogs out. Let them do their thing. Grab some stuff. Popped it in the car. It started pouring.
Yeah.
Back into the car. We get to Allison Anderson's house with like minutes to spare.
Like 10 till 9.
Minutes to spare. We get everything set up. Merch is set up. Everything's good to go.
I forgot about that.
We had everything ready to rock and roll. The data was in the phone. We were getting ready. We got to the point where the only thing left to do was hit the live button, and it was 9:04. And I'm like...
And all of a sudden, it was just like...
For the first time in days, we just got to wait.
That minute felt really long.
I felt like I took a nap and a vacation.
It was weird.
Lindsay goes, "You have 45 whole seconds." I'm like, right? It was fantastic.
It was so good.
It was so good. But it was awesome. And Allison put on a great show. It was so much fun. We had such a good time hanging out with Allison. Again, we met her through Brian and Lindsay Demeter, which was awesome. Absolutely incredible. It was so good to be able to see Allison again. She has fantastic energy. Her house was beautiful.
Super sweet.
The kitchen was perfect for a kitchen crashing. And Friday night, we did desserts for dinner.
We were on stage.
We were on stage.
Yeah,
we were on stage. The first picture we're getting ready to show you is one of my favorite things that they had. I also just realized that there were M&Ms on some of these, and I didn't know that until just now.
I didn't get any of those.
I didn't see any of those. We have the toffee ones.
This is the only dessert that was not bite size.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, girl? Aw, Chanel, so good to see you.
Hi.
It's okay, Chanel. Great to see you. Thank you so much. We love Chanel. Chanel's one of the sweetest souls in the whole world, man. She was so awesome. We met Chanel for what, 5 minutes?
It was
in Utah?
Solid 15 minutes. We hung out
and
with
an
her.
Awesome impression.
And she got us coffee.
She got us coffee.
Thanks again for the coffee,
you listen, Chanel, you got us coffee. You have a place in both of our hearts.
Yeah, forever.
Because we were getting ready to leave.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah, we were getting ready to leave
It was
Utah.
a cappuccino from Starbucks.
It was delicious. It was awesome. When I got back here, I wanted to hang the cup on the wall and said, "With love, Chanel," and just so I would always remember that and just have a memento right there.
I'm not going to lie, Chanel, I'm not very nostalgic, so I was not going to do that.
No, I thought about it.
But I'll still remember that.
I threw it away, though.
cappuccino.
It was delicious.
Forever.
It was awesome. Thank you,
Thank you.
Chanel. So yeah, man. So Friday night was dinner for desserts, which was really great, which was so perfect because it had been quite a day. And I don't think I had anything to eat that day.
That was
I
my
did.
dinner.
I think I had a sandwich. Maybe I didn't. I don't know.
You ate.
I think I had a
You
sandwich.
ate. You.
Do we do the we did the sandwich?
You guys ate. We had the breakfast.
right.
We had the breakfast sandwich.
Oh,
at
the
beginning.
McGriddle.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then you guys ate.
That's right, in the hash brown.
And the hash browns.
so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I put it in the air fryer.
I had
It was delicious.
I had a platter from Four Rivers
Nice.
Barbecue
Oh, that's
every single day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's so funny.
I'll take the platter, please.
Oh yeah. Good stuff. Oh, happy to do it. Mary and Kurt. Thank you for swinging by, Mary and Kurt. Everybody, Mary and Kurt's fantastic musician. We love you. Thank you for swinging by. Chanel, awesome to see you, love. So cool that you made the live. Allison Basie in the house. Michelle Hess. They said hello, Shelley. I assume Shelley Wheeler, the great Shelley Wheeler, is in the house as well. Tim James, Lisa Wine, some fantastic people. Lainey Lerner. Really good to see you guys. Again, Matthew Pfeiffer in the house.
Who else
good
is
to
in
see
here?
you, my
Show
dude.
yourself.
Good to see you, my dude. But we had a really great time. I'm gonna bring up this first picture, and I'm just gonna bank on Michelle being able to either send me those photos. Let me see if they are here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Not yet, but she may not. She may not be able to use her phone her first day of work.
Yeah.
I get that.
Let's keep it.
I get that.
Keep the job.
So let's talk about these real quick. Bump, bump, bump. There we go. Whack, whack a doodle, baby. These were so freaking good. So these were pretzel sticks rolled in caramel, dipped in milk chocolate, drizzled with white chocolate and toffee, and apparently also M&Ms, which was freaking incredible.
Nobody showed us that.
They were. Oh yeah, I didn't know about that one. But these were really great, and everybody
They tasted just like Star Crunch.
Yeah.
They tasted exactly.
Yeah,
like,
even like the
better than Star Crunch.
Even the way it came apart, the texture to it, aside from the pretzel, because the Star Crunch had all those ingredients, like the toffee, the chocolate, the caramel, all that stuff.
It was a lot more caramelly.
I think this is the only one that you didn't do in one bite, but you tried.
I thought about it.
I
I
know.
stared at it for a couple seconds. Like, this isn't
you
going to
did-
look good.
You did a couple one bites. I think the cannoli you did a one bite. The lemon bar you
everything
did a
else.
one bite. Yeah.
Everything else.
Yeah, we didn't even make it to the chocolate wine or any of this stuff, but we did have the white Russian fudge shots.
Dude.
Those were freaking incredible. Those were awesome.
There they are.
Snickerdoodles,
Top left.
brownies, Donut King, and the white Russian fudge shots.
There was clearly vodka in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we were talking to Terry. Terry said, man, when I got over here, I was a little buzzed. I didn't understand because I only had one bite of the fudge. She's like, but I forgot that I had the spatula or had the whatever you want to call it, and I licked the mixing spoon, the entire thing. She ate every drop of the white chocolate fudge shot concoction that was left in the bowl after she poured it into the fudge.
Did you get to try all of these items?
No. No. Actually, I think the only one that I actually got to try was maybe the pretzel. I think I got the chocolate wrapped caramel pretzel the next day because she gave us something to take home.
Okay,
so I
good.
think I had one the next day. I didn't have the Snicker. Actually, no, I didn't have any of this. I watched you eat it all, and you looked very happy.
The Snickerdoodle was my favorite.
I don't doubt that, dude. We had 27 different types of cannolis. There's the lemon bars and the brownies, dude. These cannolis, I love a cannoli, man. Like, and she said her favorite was like the original, like the OG cannoli.
Yeah, that's I took her word for it. She said I like this one, so I grabbed it and I shoved the whole thing in my mouth.
Delicious with the raguta right in the middle. So
and she said it like you say
that's
it.
right, man. She was like, well, I'm half Italian. So we had one with the sliced almonds. Then we had the original, but it was like just the edges were dipped in chocolate with the chocolate chips. Then we had the one with the powdered sugar on top, which was really good. I'm a fan of the original cannoli, but I also love chocolate. So the chocolate dip, chocolate chip with the ricotta would be awesome. Like that would definitely be what I would go for. Really, really good stuff. The desserts were fantastic. There's another shot.
Yum.
Dude, they were so good. What a brilliant idea. And the delivery mechanism was perfect. It was like eating a chicken wing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you didn't get chocolate on
You
your
didn't get
fingers.
chocolate on your fingers, and you got everything that you
And
needed.
this was not some Google.
Thank you, Michelle.
I can't believe you got that.
You get right out of here. Look at that.
I didn't think she got that shot, but she did. That was you. Let's try to figure out what that is.
It's a cannoli.
Oh, it was?
Oh yeah, that's the one bite because here we are talking about them right here.
Oh my
so
goodness.
that was your one. We said can you eat that in one bite? Listen, if you try hard enough, everything's one bite.
I literally flashed that for like not even a second, and Jess got it. Very nice camera work, my friend.
That was awesome. She was great, man. It was really great to talk to her. She was so happy with these cannolis. I said, where did you get these from? She goes, Publix. It's where shopping. And I think both of us at the same time we went.
We
where
did.
Shopping is a pleasure.
We know about Publix.
That's right. We know about Publix, man. We've been crashing kitchens for a long time, but these cannolis were fantastic, and the Commodore crushed a cannoli in one freaking bite. This was our setup for the evening. We brought the KitchenKillaz live sign along, which was really great. That was one of our team members' ideas. You guys, hey, you want to bring the sign? We're like, yep. Yeah, we like the sign, man. Bring the sign along. This was such a perfect kitchen for crashing
because it got to use my phone.
It opened right. It opened up right to the family room, and everybody was just sitting there and watching. And they were so cool, and they were so polite, and like everybody just had a great time. There might have been 15, 20 people there. Mm-hmm. You know, we had a lot of fun that night. It was really, really great. A huge shout out to Allison Anderson for having us, and we booked 2 kitchens that night as well.
Yeah, we did.
Which again was absolutely awesome, man. We had such a good time on Friday, and Allison was so sweet. Brian and Lindsay were there as well. I even saw Rowan. He's like 6'3" now. I was like, yo, who are you and where's your little brother Rowan? What's going on here, man? He's awesome. What a smart kid. He came by for a short period of time. He was there.
Rowan was there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I see Rowan.
They were there in the very beginning, and then Brian took Rowan home, and Brian came back.
I did not know this.
Yeah. So I saw Rowan for a second. Dude, he's getting bigger and bigger. Every time I see him, he grows like a foot. I mean, good God, man.
I remember those days.
Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. But Allison Anderson, she was such a sweet host. We had such a great time. Just being with her in that house was awesome. Awesome energy.
That was a warm, homey house.
Just the feeling of it was so beautiful. It was really, really nice. We had such a good time, man, and it was a lot of fun. And again, I don't think we've met anybody through Brian and Lindsay that haven't been fantastic people. Just incredible people with big hearts and great souls, man.
And they always leave the driveway open for us.
And they always leave the driveway open for us. Thank you guys very much for that. So we had a good time on Friday night, but that was a long day. Friday was a long day. Long day at the con, left here, got back here, beat feet all the way to Oviedo, played the show. Literally, we were set up at 9:04. Like, we had about 45 seconds. I remember Lindsay going, what are you going to do with all this time? I was like, nothing.
Go to the bathroom.
Nothing. Smart man. So we had a really good time. The food was really good. The desserts were really good. And the desserts for dinner were just absolutely fantastic. They were really great.
And what a cool concept to make it a potluck, right?
Yeah.
Because then, not only do we get all kinds of different stuff, like from different, like this one I Google searched, this one I made up 15 years ago, this one I got from Publix. But the people that brought the stuff got to introduce their own thing. It wasn't just the host and us talking the whole time. It was different people. I loved that.
Melissa and Nick came up, and Melissa was a little nervous to get on camera, but she did it. And there were
Everyone's always nervous.
There were
but
2 desserts that we had, and one of them, I think the snickerdoodle was like his family's recipe.
Yeah.
You know, it was like his grandmother's recipe or something like that had been passed down.
Dude, and it was a good snickerdoodle.
It looked awesome. This was my first. That was my introduction to a snickerdoodle. I always think Snickers and a puppy. So when I saw it, I was like, "What is that?" They're like, "That's a snickerdoodle," and my mind goes, "No, it's not. That's a cookie. That's not a snickerdoodle.
That's not a Snickers.
Or a puppy.
Or a puppy.
Or a puppy-shaped Snickers. That's not what's going on here. I don't know why my mind was like, I'm very logical. It's a puppy-shaped Snickers. What? It's a Labradoodle, but it's a Snickers. What?
The first time I heard snickerdoodle, like, I expected more happening.
Yeah.
Right?
Chocolate, caramel,
just a
nuts. It's a cookie.
With cinnamon sugar on top.
Yeah. I was like, what's going on here?
But, like, when I first heard it, I'm thinking it's going to be this thing, like... like caramel.
I didn't know what it was.
Peanuts and chocolate and all just crazy
a little more
thing.
complex.
And I'm like, it's not.
No,
it's super simple.
Yeah, super
but
simple.
I love them.
Yeah. It looked really good. Yeah, the desserts we had that night. Donut King showed up. They brought some Donut King out, which was awesome.
I didn't get to have a donut though.
Man,
did I? Did I shove an entire donut in my mouth?
I think they had quartered the donuts.
Did I eat a donut?
It's possible. I think you had one of pretty much everything.
Okay.
I remember you coming about.
That tracks.
You came back onto camera because you had stepped off for a second. And it was about 3/4 of the way through the show, and you're like, "I've had so much sugar."
I did,
and we still had a bunch more to go.
And that was my dinner.
Yeah.
So it was hitting real hard.
Oh man, and especially after such a long day. You know, because like you get your second wind. I mean, we're not even out of the con, and you'll get your second wind and you'll get your third wind. And then like the drive back here, it was like very chill, you know, and Jess B drove the 4-wheel drive Subaru, making it happen. You know, got back here and it was raining like the Dickens, you know. So
Dickens rains hard.
Speaking of the Dickens, check out Bill Keevan and Tracy Perry, Who the Dickens, Orlando Fringe. It's going on. Orlando Fringe is going on for like 2 weeks. Fantastic.
Through the 29th, I believe.
They had a bunch of shows this weekend. Bill and Tracy, we love you. We were at MegaCon. You were in our hearts and our minds every single day. And we were so proud to see all of all the positive compliments that were coming in. And Tracy gets nervous in front of people. So the fact that she was able to do that was super cool, man. Super cool.
Tracy?
Yeah.
Gets nervous?
Yeah. Bill, not so much. Bill's good. Tracy,
I don't believe it.
What a step up for her, man. She really did it. And our good friend Shark 2 Sam got a great write-up in the paper.
That's awesome.
For Be a Pirate. Just motivating people to be their pirate, whatever it is, whatever you want to do, whatever your passion is. Like you only got one life to live, man. Do it. And he'll tell you a story like his parents were artists and creators and writers and performers, and he wanted to do the same thing, and they discouraged him because it's a hard life. So they were like, no, you need to do this, you need to do this, and they did not encourage him to chase his passions. So he got into a regular 9-to-5 business cubicle job and did it for years and years and years. It wasn't until he was 40 years old until he was like, man, I'm going to do this. Then he realized like, yo, this is where my heart's at. This is what I want to do. Yeah. And now I want to encourage people, not necessarily don't make the same mistake I do, but man, if there's a passion out there, like do it, dude. Push it. Like, yes, it can be a difficult life sometimes because it's a lot of power, it's a lot of emotion, it's a lot of energy. It's not your routine every single day you go to work, you do the same thing every single day. Like, that's not what it's like. But it's extremely rewarding. As challenging as it is, it's extremely rewarding. And he really got rave reviews for his Be a Pirate, Pirate presentation.
Good for him.
Yeah, man. We got to go check it out. He's got some more shows, and he's invited us for free tickets to go and see it whenever we want.
Yeah.
We got to go check that out.
Heather mentioned that again at the con.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. So it was a good week.
We are busy. Busy week.
Busy.
That was a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You guys still here?
And we're an hour in. Let's do it.
Let's play a song.
I want to play a music video. I need to give my voice a break.
Let's push play on the song.
Is that okay? Is that all right?
I don't care.
Awesome.
You're a little nervous about that, huh?
I want to sing. The heart is willing. The body.
We need a couple more days, y'all.
I was sitting here with Michelle last night. We were sitting on the couch. It was like 10:30, and like we started talking about Star Wars somehow. We got into like the idea of Star Wars and the movies and like what was going on with the conventions and who was there. And it was like 10:40 something. She goes, how do you have all this energy? How are you doing this? I said, I don't know, man. I'm just built this way. I said, I loved MegaCon. I would go to tomorrow. And I said this last night. I would go tomorrow if my body would allow me to do it. Like if my body would let me do it, I would go tomorrow. Like it's so much fun. There's so much energy. And if you know how to process it, if you can filter it properly and process it, it's that's right. Michelle, I was asking about the Last Jedi movie. She actually asked me about Rise of Skywalker. Hey, what'd you think about Rise of Skywalker? And then when she referenced the movie, I said, I think you're talking about Last Jedi. And we were talking about Last Jedi. So then we started talking about Star Wars. And she was like, how the heck do you? I was like, dude, I would go tomorrow. Absolutely, without a doubt. It was so much fun. There's so much to see. There's so many people. Like, I saw Bill Matthews, who I haven't seen. I graduated college with him in 2001. And he came up to the table, and I got back from one of the sorting hats, and she goes, hey, one of your buddies from college stopped by. And I don't have many of those left. I didn't have a lot of buddies in college anyway. So one of them is at MegaCon.
What?
I was like, what? So he came by. Bill Matthews he is such a brilliant man. Even in college, he was just levels above everybody else in his just absolute brilliance. So it was so awesome that he came by to say what's up. We saw Devin Seibold, who is a professional touring musician. He is headlining the Board Teachers Tour, which has taken him to Canada and Australia.
Wow.
Which is incredible. He's headlining it. So normally when you start out and you're a comic and you start out, you get 1 minute to 2 minutes. That's where you start. So if you're seeing people that are headlining and they got a 45-minute set, that's a big deal. Like he's gone viral several times with his crying in a car, a teacher's podcast, because he used to be a teacher for a long time.
Does it do with blue shirt, kind of tall?
Really
with
tall.
His family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean that was so it was really good to see Devin. Such a cool dude. If you guys have a chance to check out Devin Seibold, check him out. He's hilarious, absolutely fantastic. Bill Matthews came by. It was so good to see them. We saw a lot of really great friends that we haven't seen in quite some time come by the table just to see how we were doing. Always good to see Haley. What a cute little girl, man. She is so awesome and just a ball of energy. I was so happy to introduce her to the team that did not meet her last year, because like her story literally has stuck with us the entire year. Like, when I think about the MegaCon last year, Haley's right at the top. Right at the top. You know, like, just such a cute little girl, man, and her energy was just awesome. And she's bossy.
She is bossy.
Her mom goes, hey, Haley, your dad and your brother are over here doing some Star Wars stuff. Let's go ahead and meet up with them. And she goes, you go. I'm going to stay.
I don't like Star Wars.
I was like...
I got to see Sushi.
Oh, yeah. Savette was there.
Sushi booty.
Sushi was there. Caitlin was there. She said she's going to try to make it to the anniversary show.
I hope they both come to the anniversary show.
Dude, we had such a great time during the hurricane of 2017.
We talked about that.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
One of the craziest things, the great Commodore, myself, and Sushi, as the hurricane is bearing down on our house, we've already been out of power, and it is a consistent 30-mile-an-hour wind whipping down University, like to the point where it was taking those big, like 5-foot street signs and just wobbling the whole sign back and forth. Wah, 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 wah. All the street lights were waving and spinning and waving.
They were sideways. They were like blowing back like this.
You think these street lights are small? Wait till one falls and lands on the ground. They're like 5 feet tall. They're massive street lights, but you just can't tell because they're hanging so high up in the air.
Yeah.
Dude, this wind was whipping. So we decided to run in the hurricane. Me, the great Commodore, and Sushi are running down University. We had the wind behind us the first time.
We had a few beverages.
One or two. The wind was behind us the first time, and we were like, believe it or not.
I don't think any of us realized
No.
that we were running with the wind.
No.
We were like, this is awesome. This is awesome. Then
We're
we
so
turn
fast.
around, and not only are we running with the wind, so it's easier to run, but like we're not seeing what the wind is. Like it's not registering.
Yeah, it's not registering because we're
so we
running
turn
with
around,
it.
And granted, we're in the middle of University Boulevard.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like zombie apocalypse empty.
There are no cars. There are
Zero.
no people.
There's no lights.
Nothing.
There's no people. There's no cars. Nothing.
And this
It's
is
just rain.
FYI. This is University Boulevard you drive University onto UCF campus. Like University is a busy.
right down the
It's
road.
6 lanes. This is a very busy street. Not a soul.
So we turn around.
Except the 3 of us crazy people.
So we turn around, we start running into the wind.
Trying
and
to get
not
back
only
to the house.
Are we leaning forward so we can actually move forward, but the rain is piercing our skin, right? And
It was like pins and needles.
And oh yeah, it wasn't painful, but it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable. But then the kicker, I can deal with both of those. No problem. It's a little chilly, not a big deal. But then you're looking at these signs going because the wind is just whipping so fast, and I'm just waiting for one of them to let loose and chop my freaking head off.
Bust
or
loose
something.
off one of those pipes and come flying at the great Commodore and I.
Which is probably what made this not such a good idea.
Sushi's tiny. It'll go over her head, but we're in trouble.
We'll do it again.
It was awesome, man. It was so much. Yeah, we would. It was so much fun. So it was really great to see Sushi and Kaylin, and I saw them on. I think I saw them on Friday. They were Jay and Silent Bob, and I had gone to the restroom. I was walking out, and next thing I know, Silent Bob is just pointing at me, and I had no idea what was going on. I was like,
After I heard you talking about this, I saw a picture of them. As Jay and Silent Bob. I was like,
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
and I
pretty good.
haven't seen them in a while. Like Sushi and Kaylin are both very busy, man. Sushi's been modeling for a long time. Kaylin has been in school for a long time. She's professional, like awesome, but they're very busy. And one of the things that I always make sure that I thank them for is for being such good hurricane buddies. Like we were out of power for 10 days. Like it was a long time. And when they got back home, because they left, they had power. As soon as they got back home, they lost power. And they were like, well, we're not going to drive an hour and a half back. You know, so, but we were hurricane buddies, man. We had no power, and everybody did their share.
We were stuck in the house together, and we had to make it work. We had to
everybody was out of power,
sane, and it was fun.
Yeah,
Not only did we like get along, but like we had a blast.
We had a good time.
We had a blast
know?
with
and, like,
nothing to do.
It was awesome. Like everybody did what they needed to do. They all gave us space. Because they were in the master bedroom because they had all their animals with them. So they took my room. So they were in the bedroom. They had cats. They had all their dogs. General disarray. The general. Kaylin was there. She had her puppy as well. But every time I see them, I always thank them for being such good hurricane people. And I told Sushi, I said, I still have that video of you standing in the backyard in a torrential downpour giving the Kamehameha from Goku and Dragon Ball Z, screaming into the hurricane gods as the rain is just like, dude, it was crazy. Listen, only white people do stupid shit like that. That's what I've been told. Like the other night when we got that tornado warning, I was like, I'm going to go stand outside in the middle of the road. Let's find out what's going on here. Dude, it was so powerful. I love that time. That's my favorite time. I love that. Just before the storm gets here, you can feel the temperature drop and like the pressure starts to build and you just hear the rumble and the deep thunder just kind of shakes everything. I came in now.
I don't mess with tornadoes.
The great Commodore was born in Florida. So he spent a lot of time here. Jess B has spent a lot of time in Florida, as have I. We've all spent a lot of time, but Michelle is new. She's just here from Utah. I came in, I was like, Michelle, you got to check this out. Welcome to Florida. Like, and it wasn't, when I walked in, it wasn't raining at all. By the time you guys got outside, which was 10 seconds, it was torrential downpour. I was like, wow. But man, just the feeling, the sound, the power was absolutely incredible. So yeah, we go outside and Jess goes, that's some white people shit right there. What are you doing? That's crazy. But dude, it's so powerful.
We're white.
You'll find me outside doing it again. It's kind of what we do. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Wednesday, we have our Patreon show this Friday. We're with attorney Aaron Morris. Sam is whipping up a fantastic venue, which is going to be really good.
Not only am I excited about Aaron being on camera, I'll step aside and let you guys go at it.
Oh, she's awesome, dude.
It's hilarious.
She is incredible.
But Sam in the kitchen, you get right out of town.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. I'm super excited. I don't even know what's going to be on the menu this week. I have no idea, but we have our Patreon post going up tomorrow. As soon as we get all the information, we have our poll going up tomorrow as well. We want to thank you guys for joining us tonight, man. A huge shout out to everybody at MegaCon. You guys put on a great event. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. We learned a lot. I think MegaCon learned a lot. I want to give you a huge shout out to our whole team. Michelle Hess, the great Commodore, Mike Conway, Amelia Poole, Hanging with Web Show, making it happen. And
Billy Floyd.
And the great Jess B.
And Billy Floyd.
Being my right-hand lady the entire time and seeing the incredible amount of energy that a 4-day MegaCon convention takes. Like, it was awesome. She said, she goes, I've known you for a long time. This is the first time I've seen you, like, in your element. You know, like, just going from music to talking to shaking hands to being Dumbledore. Going over here, talking to this. Well, I'm talking to a 5-year-old now. Hey, what's your name? My name is Mackenzie. Awesome, Mackenzie. What would you like to do with magic? I want to turn people into frogs. All right, fantastic. You know, just having a good time, having a blast, going back down to the circle again, walking around. Just, it was so cool seeing so many people. Lot of people, man. A lot of love, a lot of creativity. I'm glad you got your painting, dude. That's awesome.
Me too.
That's really, really cool. A huge shout out to everybody. If I forgot to mention your name, I sincerely apologize. We met some great people there. Christian Basil. That's good. Yeah, that's right. Can you smell it? Where the rock is cooking. So we got a music video for you guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you very much again to everybody over at Hanging with Web Show, MegaCon, and the entire team this weekend. We couldn't have done it without you. It was fantastic. I'm excited to play this music video, eat some food, and go to bed. Yeah, buddy. This is called Drift Slide Collide. This is filmed at Castledore Studios by Kayla O'Brien Media and her right-hand man, Stephen, with a PH. Yeah, buddy. My name is Billy Floyd. That is
Commodore.
That's right, baby. We're the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida. Classified as a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchen around the country. Do it Friday. We do it. We'll see you soon, guys. Here you go. Hey.
As shuttles run in circles, silhouetting as they pass me by. On the wall there's prancing ponies, only drifting through this 2D life. Won't you take my hand and trust me? Won't you leave from pain and touch my flow? There's some space that right beside me. I could be just what you're looking for as we drift, slide, collide, explode to something undiscovered, something that could lead my world to love. Slide, collide to something special. I might join you in your painting if you join me in in my 3D world, I'll run up in horizontal. If you would be my 3D girl, as we drift, slide, collide, explode to something unpredictable, something that could lead my world to love. Slide, collide, grow mountains with rivers running rapid, like waterfalls. I'm coming home to you. Slide, collide, explode to something unpredictable, something that could lead my world to love. Slide, collide to something special. Collide to something special. Slide, collide to something special. Whoa, whoa, no. Whoa, no. Here we go, hey! As we drift, slide, collide, explode to something undiscovered, something that could lead my world to love. Slide, collide, grow mountains with rivers running rapid, like waterfalls. I'm coming home to you. Slide, collide, explode to something unpredictable, something that could lead my world to love. Slide, collide, grow mountains with rivers running rapid, like waterfalls. I'm coming home to you. Slide, collide, explode to something unpredictable, something that could lead my world to love. Slide, collide to something special. Collide to something special. Whoa, whoa, no. Whoa, as we drift, slide, collide to something special. Yeah, yeah.
Biggity 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 bye.